Welcome back to the program. Hope everyone's having a good week out there. How you boys doing?
Stressed.
Whoa, yeah. All right, look at that. Mm-hmm. Looks cool, huh?
Yeah, that looks
there.
great.
Hey, we're automatic. What? Jeez, weird. Okay. Everything good?
Yeah. We just had another. Okay.
You know, it's nice. Still on this camera, talking to everybody.
Hey, I gotta give a shout out to Lake Orion Problems.
Lake Orion
Lake
Problems?
Orion Problems TM at his Twitter account at Lake Orion Issues. There's certainly an issue going on here.
If there's an issue on Between Taorminas, and with Pat's directing and lack of camera switching, you know something's going on. Because Sammy, it's your show. Hey, we're back.
We're back.
Yes.
Oh God.
The wonders of live television, folks.
All right.
All right.
Let's cover the three topics today.
Let's get to it. You know
yeah,
what?
let's get to it.
There's no hockey.
Can't talk Pistons.
The Pistons stink. The Lions stink.
We'll
It's
talk
gonna be
about
a
the
long
Pistons.
winter in Detroit.
There's no baseball, so let's talk about another city's baseball team, shall
Yeah.
we? All right. Anaheim. Big A's got a new center.
Left fielder.
Left field.
Whatever, yeah.
Josh Hamilton.
Sure. Big contract. 5
Yeah.
years, $125 million.
Very big.
Yeah. What do you think?
Well, I'll go first since the camera's right on me.
Sure,
So,
sure.
Let's, anyways, Josh Hamilton going to the Angels, I think it's a big move.
Yes.
It's an important move for the Angels. I think that they had to fix some pieces after last year because the
Yeah.
Athletics ended up winning their division.
Right.
Texas
You know
was
they're
in
not
the wild
they're not
card.
going anywhere. You know what I mean?
Texas was in the wild card. Angels didn't make it last year, so they had to make some moves. Getting Josh Hamilton from their divisional rival.
Hey.
You know.
Yes. Big deal.
That's a very big deal, and obviously the Angels are building to win it right now.
That's true. Yes, they got a nice young piece in Trout.
Well, you got to look at what Texas has done. You know, they let Hamilton go to L.A. Hamilton said in his press conference that he was at the first dig. Texas had the first digs to him, to his services. That didn't happen, and now you see Josh Hamilton now being a member of the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
Okay. 5 years, too much? 125, too much?
No.
I think yes, because you look at Hamilton's essentially going to be good for 2 years, and then for 3 years he's going to short it.
Am I crazy in saying that I'm not even scared?
No.
Are you scared of the Angels?
A little bit.
Right now, it looks like, obviously,
Besides Anibal Sanchez resigning.
sure. But we'll get to the Blue Jays. We'll get to some other maybe teams that could do something. But right now, the big dogs are Tigers, Angels in the AL. Advantage who?
Tigers.
Why?
Because the pitching.
Right.
You know, they just re-signed Anibal Sanchez to a 5-year, $80 million.
Wait,
Too much? Too much?
A little too much.
Wait.
For
too
your
much.
fourth starter, that is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. Mm-hmm.
But
But still, you got Verlander's contract coming up. He could be the first pitcher
30
to
million.
go to $30 million a season.
do you think he won't?
No.
You don't think he won't?
Oh, wait, yeah.
You think
will.
he will?
Yeah, he will.
Absolutely. I worded it
think
weird.
that,
Nice job.
I think that Verlander, if you look at between Tigers and Angels, Tigers got the advantage based on pitching.
Right.
The thing is, the question's going to be the hitting.
I think the question comes down to defense.
Yes.
Because you look at their big three, Trout, Hamilton,
yeah, the
Pujols.
offense is there. It's just that the defense is not,
Our defense is not on par with
The
the
Angels have the most balanced lineup in the American League. A lot of people say because, they got at least 3 switch hitters down the bottom.
Sure.
They got, they got Kendry Morales, who I think is a scary player when healthy. And then they got Mark Trumbull, who's a very good player, this is a scary lineup as it is.
That's true. You forgot about Trumbo because he kind of struggled
yeah.
down the stretch. But what about some X factors with the Tigers? Andy Dirks, Johnny Peralta,
They're not
Alex
consistent.
Avila. What if they had the year they had in 2011? When Johnny was
Maybe they
hitting
could
over
have
300.
Maybe. But I still think LA's lineup right now is much better on paper than the Tigers.
But that's why he played
The
the
key
game.
word
right?
is on paper. The question
Right.
is, we're going to see what happens once come June, July, but especially come playoff time. The question is, the Angels still got a tough division with Texas. Also, Oakland's improving, and also Seattle. Yeah, Seattle's probably going to be the last team out of there, but Seattle can spoil some teams, and also the
Sure.
Tigers got to contend in the Central.
And when
the
you,
Central's a lot better, than it has been in the past.
I think the Royals are going to be better. They got some pitching. James Shields and that other guy, Wade Davis. And Urban Santana, as we discussed. But Chicago still stinks. The Indians.
Chicago
will be
was
okay.
I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think had the Tigers put the nail in the coffin last year a lot sooner than they would have, we wouldn't have been discussing Chicago. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think the Tigers kind of let them hang around too much.
You think so?
I do think so. Let's get to real quick. Odds came out today on the World Series. Tigers are 5th with 10-1 odds. Blue Jays 15-2 odds. The favorite to win the World Series right now.
Overrated. Toronto is.
Overrated.
What about R.I. Dickey?
Are you sure R.A. Dickey? Are you sure? Wait. You know, R.A. Dickey won the Cy Young.
He won the Cy Young.
Yeah, but can he have another year like that from last year? My answer to that is no.
Especially in the American League East.
The Blue Jays winning the World Series, you got to be kidding me.
Well, let me finish my
They
point.
do have a scary lineup.
You got Baltimore in there. You got New York in there. You got Boston in there. You got, Tampa Bay in there. I mean, I don't know how they're going to survive the AL East. I think Tampa Bay's a better team and Baltimore are better teams than Toronto.
What?
I'm not kidding.
What about Toronto's lineup?
Hello, Toronto
Tampa's
Marlins.
got pitching.
Toronto Marlins. How many players came from the Marlins to the Blue Jays?
Some darn good ones.
Remember what happened to the Marlins last year?
Yeah, well, you know what?
It's going to be the same
Ozzie
situation.
Guillen's not running the show in Toronto,
It's going to be the
either.
same situation that happened in Toronto that was in Miami last year. I think this is going to be, they're going to struggle this year. I think Toronto, my opinion right now, is the third best team in the American League East behind Baltimore and Tampa Bay.
Wow.
Even better than New York and Boston?
I'm not sold on New York.
Still not sold on New York after them making the AL East every year.
Yeah.
And you're not convinced about Boston?
No.
So you're saying times have changed?
Times have changed, yes.
Powers have shifted.
Powers have shifted.
Who's in
The big
Tampa
money's
Bay's
in the
lineup again?
West.
Longoria.
One guy. Who's in Toronto's lineup again? Jose Reyes. What's that guy's name? Jose Bautista. Colby Rasmus. Edwin Encarnacion.
Juan Encarnacion.
Juan, not Edwin, yes. Sam, can't write him off.
Well, you can't.
I still
And they're
think it's
pitching.
better.
What about the Blue? Didn't they get Josh Johnson?
Yeah, but I'm not sold on Josh
Mark
Johnson.
Burley?
Yeah, not sold on Burley.
All right.
I think Tigers better than Blue Jays. Tigers team to beat right now because they went to the World Series last year.
I think so. Any final thoughts on the MLB? Hot
I think
stove.
it's going to be the Angels, Tigers, and from the East, the Tampa Bay Rays. And
That's
the wild card
weird.
is Texas and Baltimore.
Tigers back in the World Series this year.
I hope so. Let's hope we take care of business too. We come back, we're going to discuss something that I don't remember, but we're going to figure that out over the break. Stay tuned.
From all of us here at ONTV, we wish you and yours
Happy Holidays!
Please remember that CFL bulbs, you know, those curly, energy-efficient light bulbs everybody is using to save electricity, shouldn't be thrown away in your trash. Neither should batteries or home medical sharps. You can check with your local community to see where they can be recycled. Some retailers will allow you to bring them in for recycling. You can also order simple kits online that allow you to collect your recyclables and simply mail them away to be properly recycled. This green tip was brought to you by your friends at Waste Management.
Welcome back to Between Taorminas. Just a couple of elves hanging around talking
not an
sports.
elf.
You're an
I'm
elf.
St. Nick.
No, you're not St. Nick.
Yes, I am St. Nick.
All right, we got baseball all the way, the best sport. Now let's go to second best and talk about football. The Lions. What was the final score in Arizona?
38-10.
38-10.
Arizona.
Kurt Warner's a quarterback down there, right?
No, Ryan Lindsay's the third quarter.
Ryan who?
Ryan Lindsay.
Ryan Lindley?
Yeah, Winley.
Somebody I've never heard of in my entire life?
Nope.
Oh, that's right. And the Lions figure out a way to lose how much again?
38-10, 4 touchdowns.
Oh, my. You call that a blowout
Yeah.
in the NFL? Yeah, I think you do. So, would we rather them have done what they did or win the game?
Well, when you get a 102-yard interception return for a touchdown, this basically says to me that the Lions, you were exactly right, Ian, last week when you said the Lions were going to lose to Arizona. And you were right. Because one thing is for certain is that, God, I don't know what happened in that game. Except
Stafford had
threw
3.
picks.
No, 3, wasn't it?
2 for touchdowns.
2 for touchdowns, 3 picks,
picks.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I can't even explain it. Because if you look at the Lions, this is, my God, the worst team in football.
You think so?
Yeah.
Worse than Jacksonville?
Worse than Jacksonville.
I don't. They look pretty bad, but they
pretty
took
bad.
they took care of
They took care-
Jacksonville.
Yeah,
though.
they took care of Jacksonville. But here's the thing.
What's the thing?
The thing is that are we watching the Lions play for draft picks, or are we watching the Lions play? I mean, there's no pride when you lose to Arizona.
Right.
None.
Arizona lost 9 in a row coming into this game. Your manhood's got to be hurt in this game.
Well, and look who the Lions play next. They got to play the Falcons and the Bears, both at home. But those are not easy at all. And, I mean, they're virtually playing with nothing to lose.
Games.
I hope they do. I hope they do.
You want the draft picks, don't you?
One name. Manti Te'o.
I agree.
We agree on something?
Yeah.
Wow.
Manti Te'o should be a Detroit
Wow, I
Lion.
thought you were going to want to maybe draft Geno Smith or whatever his name is from West
I
Virginia.
thought you guys were going to want
with
another
the 5th
wide
overall
receiver.
pick. You know,
No.
I saw a mock draft come out today. Guess who the Lions are taking at number 5 in this guy's mock draft?
Who?
Taylor Lewan.
They got to take.
Guard from Michigan.
Guard!
Yeah,
Don't
guard.
need another guard!
Tell me about it. So,
They better take Te'o. Tulloch is. Oh, my God. If they screw this up, oh, goodness.
So, all right, that's a good question. Are we looking at a year that's just a step back, a major step back, but are we looking at a year that's a step back in a relatively incline, or are we looking at the start of a decline?
Start of a decline, I think, because
You think so?
Lions were a 10-16 last year. The reason why they got into the playoffs was because of that unbeaten start they had.
Right.
And then they just went. They finished 500, barely made playoffs.
Right.
I think if you look at what the Lions have, they do have some issues they got to address. They need another receiver. Yeah, but you get that in later rounds. But they also got to address their defense. Their secondary's
yeah.
got to be on awful. And then
God, beyond awful.
yes, and then their linebacking core is not very good.
No, it's terrible.
Yeah, it's terrible.
And you got, so you bring in Te'o, who's a middle linebacker. What do you
Now
do
the
with,
question is,
what do you do
you
with our
fire
middle
Schwartz?
linebacker?
Do you fire Schwartz?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Give him one more year.
No, I don't.
I agree with Ian. One more year.
You know who
No.
you fire before you fire him?
Who?
Matt Millen's best buddy.
Martin Mayhew.
Bingo.
Yeah, fire him. Well, those two got to be fired. I think those two got to be fired.
You know,
You
nothing
want
like
the Lions to clean house again?
Well, I think if you look at last week, I said Bo Pelini I would consider Bo Pelini. But I found out a new name for the Lions. Rex Ryan.
Oh,
Should be
yeah?
their coach.
Hey, whatever.
They need a defensive guru.
They do.
They do, and
yeah.
I think Rex Ryan fits the bill for
That's
the
almost
Lions
saying
coach.
Tebow wanting out of New York. Oh, wait. He wants out of New York.
I like Rex Ryan a lot more than I like Bo Pelini as the Lions head coach.
I think Rex Ryan will make a good candidate to be the Lions coach.
there's nothing like sitting
You're
around a
actually getting
table
smarter.
during Christmas time, wearing Santa hats, talking Lions draft.
I wish I had a paper
How
bag.
depressing is that? The draft's 4 months away.
I wish I had a paper bag.
Yeah, I know. Maybe next
know.
time we'll wear our
Maybe
paper
next
bags.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. All right.
Louise.
I don't even know where to go with this anymore. Draft talk. I can't. 2 games left in the season.
Lions got nothing to lose.
College is still going.
Hey, at least,
got nothing to lose.
hey, we got Michigan State. You got Michigan both playing in bowl games. That'll be interesting games. Michigan State, I think, is going to win theirs. I think Michigan's losing theirs. South
Wait,
Carolina.
doesn't MSU play Tech Texas Tech?
TCU.
Oh,
Texas
TCU.
Christian,
That's
yeah.
right. That's right.
The Texas Christian. That's gonna be a good game right there.
And who's Michigan have again?
South Carolina.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
hoping Ethan does well. Ethan Ruland does well for Michigan State.
That would be nice.
Mm,
That would be nice.
great to finish his career out strong for
Sure.
Sparty.
Sure. Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Oh yeah.
So, this segment's off the rails. Anything you want to talk about? Politics,
The Lions
stock
look bad.
market.
The
No,
Lions look bad.
Lions look bad.
We have
The
no-
season's over. There's nothing to watch. Nothing to
Yeah, I
talk
know.
about.
It's like you're like.
I know. There's no dead wings to watch. There's no Stones. Stones are terrible. The Lions, their season's gonna end in 2 weeks.
Yep.
There's just nothing
I can't wait
Except
till
college
January.
basketball.
except college basketball. Got
Yeah.
Oakland, Michigan State, Michigan, Western, Central, Eastern, Detroit.
When are the Tigers coming back?
I like that bell on your head. It keeps ringing when you shake your head.
When are the
That's nice.
Tigers coming back?
Do I have one of
Please.
those?
Tis the season
Why don't I have a
to
bell on
reach
my
out.
hat?
I don't know why.
When are the Tigers coming back?
That's
the only
pitchers
team
and
that gives us
catchers report in February. Well,
Yeah.
the Red Wings are pretty good. Too bad you don't root for them. All right,
They're
this
dead.
is this segment's done. We're gonna go to a break. We come back. I'm taking a nap. These guys are gonna do what they're gonna do. Here on. Welcome back to the home of Dragon Sports, ONTV. Cool little promo, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, look good. Did you edit that?
No.
Oh. All right. Well,
We get Mickey York here probably 2 out of 13. That'd be great.
we need to get Mickey York here
What about
to
Greg Campy?
talk about something because there's
What about
nothing
Greg
to talk
Campy?
about. Greg Campy, sure,
Ray
yeah.
Clarkston.
Well,
Talk
Bob
Campy.
Dowd.
Who knows with Bob Dowd?
Who
what
knows
about Bill
Bob
Reese?
Dowd? What about Bill Reese? Sure, sure. He
Bill
can sit right next to me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, you guys ready?
Let's address these.
All right. Let me
Why
grab
do you got
some
a pillow out there?
because I hear you're doing a marathon of call-outs, and I'm gonna
I'm
take
going
a
to take
nap.
off my hat for this
I'm
one.
gonna take a nap. Good night.
Amy. Okay. I got a few call-outs to do. First of all, my first call-out involves a young man, very well respected in the community, very well known, very socially active, good person, good friend. But at the same time, there's 4 things that he's had issues with, that I have some issues with. Kyle Wood, why? Simple. Look, man, there's 4 things that I have beef with you over. First of all, you promote a website that talks about Detroit sports.
Better not be City Ballers.
That's sad, isn't it?
It better not be City Ballers.
The second one, you tend to focus on, you, along with your dad and brother Ryan, tend to promote a show, or tend to promote a player whose name we'll dare not mention on the show, because for reasons I don't know. You guys promote him like crazy. It's weird. It's madness. The third reason, look, man, I know you like American history. I respect that. But at the same time, there's a book out there called A Patriot's History of the United States that exactly talks about all your views about history. So, and then your last one, your sports views. A year ago, you talk about liking Michigan. Now you like Michigan State. Obviously, you go there. And at the same time, wake up, Sleeping Beauty. Never mind. Okay. At the same time, you talk about, you like Oakland, which is great, but you like Oral Roberts. What are you thinking, man? What are you thinking? Kyle Wood, got a great family, You're a good person. Same time, do I think you deserve coal? I don't know. Maybe a Beanie Baby. My next call out, tend to focus on 6 people. On 6. So I'm going to end up calling them all of Ant's enemies. I got one person, Zach Green, who calls me by Annie. I've got the Easter Bunny out there. I don't know, he's crazy. I got someone who argues with me every time. That's Tim English. I got the Michigan Maniac back on there. We all know why. He dresses like an idiot. And also, I got Chuck Norris because he's a dang superhero. My last one, I got this loser. You know?
We're finally getting to the important stuff, or what?
You know? I'm in the Christmas spirit. Wow, I'm in the Christmas spirit, ladies and gentlemen. You know what? They all deserve coal for Christmas.
Wow.
Wow.
Every single one of them deserve coal.
Me and
for
Chuck
Christmas.
Norris are going to kick your tail.
Merry Christmas, everyone, and God bless America.
Yikes.
Well, you know. Are you done?
You want me to call you out next, Santa Claus?
You know, I got somebody better who to call out, though.
Oh, no.
Okay? This guy here, of course, it's Christmas time. Christmas spirit's up in the air. You know, but I have to give coal to somebody here. The 2 people. I got to give coal to 2 people.
2 people.
Yup. They are Alf and Bob Dow.
Alf,
First
what did Alf do to you?
First, I'm going to tell Alf. Alf, why? Let's look at it. You're a thing from outside space. You know, I don't know where you came from. And Alf, what are you doing here in the first place? Are you trying to teach me your views? What views is there?
He likes cats. Don't you like cats?
Yeah, I'm a cat person, yes.
So you got a lot in common with
Yes,
Alf.
but then I found out. But then I found out a rumor. Going around that Alf actually went to Troy Athens and met up with Bob Dowd. What? Bob Dowd? Why? Let's look at here. It's Christmas time. You have Christmas spirit? I mean, like, it's Christmas time. You know, it's about sharing and caring and everything, you know? I mean, like, I've not done anything to you, you know, that resembles a threat.
Are you trying to get your restraining order lifted?
Yes. I'm trying.
Are you trying to get your restraining order lifted?
Yes, but then I found out something. I heard a rumor that you are related to Al. What?
Oh, boy.
You're related to Al. You're like 7 cousins, I hear. Alf and Bob Dowd are 7 cousins. Yes. You know?
So when are you going to the Dowd family reunion?
I don't know if they'll allow me their back. But you know what? I look great as a Santa Claus, and Bob Dowd and Alf look nice as elves. They would. They would. Yeah, they would. And then my restraining order will be lifted.
Wow. All right. That was some of the weirdest call-outs I've ever heard. Wow. Between Ant's enemies and Alf.
I do want to say something serious.
Sure.
We talk about on Friday there was a devastating shooting that occurred.
There was
at Sandy Hook Elementary,
Yes.
and want to offer our condolences on behalf of Between Taorminas, on behalf of the community of Lake Orion, on behalf of our producers. We offer prayers and support to those people involved in Newtown, Connecticut, and also, you know, it sends a message to us about school violence and at the same time about mental health, and you know, you're hearing a lot of sensitive things that are happening these days, and you know, on behalf of all of us here, we're offering our condolences to the victims of Newtown, Connecticut.
very, very eloquently said. Good job. Anything else left to discuss here before we head home for the
I'd
holidays?
like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to all, and maybe Bob Dow could give me a Christmas gift sometime.
Yeah, like he'll lift that restraining
he'll
order.
give you a call.
Bob Dow, Gary Batman,
He'll allow you to be within 50 feet of him.
Yeah, he'll allow you to be even 50 feet. Or even a course. Everybody on my call-out list, of course. I know I got a list of people who's going to get coal from me, but
Oh boy.
I also
All
got a
right.
list of good boys and girls. Yes.
You know what I wish for? I wish that we try for the next episode to have some semblance of order and content. That's what I hope for. We'll find out.
You will.
Thank you for joining us on Between Taorminas. Merry Christmas and good night.